Vladimir Putin is well known as Russia's most powerful guy and the subject of some of the internet's most popular memes. But his tale is far more than just being the president of Russia. Today, we will be talking about Vladimir Putin. Given his position and power, he is widely considered the world's richest man. Now, is that just speculation, or does this statement hold true? Well, stay tuned till the end of the video as we answer this question and more as we delve into the life of Vladimir Putin. Before we begin, however, I would request our valued audience to subscribe and like and turn on those notifications so you don't miss a video. That helps us to grow this channel. That being said, let's begin the video. We will initially talk about how rich Putin actually is. After all, that would answer our question. However, afterward, we will also discuss how he has managed to maintain his wealth. Let's start with Putin's riches. In the yearly declaration that was uploaded to the Kremlin's website, Putin's properties were only mentioned as a 77 square meter apartment that he owns, along with an 18 square meter garage and a 153.7 square meter apartment that is reserved for presidential activities in Moscow. In addition, Putin asserted that he had 3 vehicles and a tent trailer, which included 2 vintage Volgas GAZ M21 sedans, a Lady Niva SUV, and a tent trailer that cost 108 skiff. On paper, Vladimir Putin seems to be a typical middle-aged politician from an upper-middle-class background, a photograph that has been conceived of and produced with the intention of conveying a particular message. On the other hand, the majority of accounts about Putin's way of life run counter to this portrayal. Throughout the years, Putin's name has been associated with a variety of different real estate holdings. The Hidden Palace, as it is sometimes called, is the subject of the most debate among these. It is rumored that Putin had this constructed for him using funds obtained illegally from the state. It is estimated that $1 billion were spent on the construction of this enormous house. It features a private theater, in addition to a landing pad that has space for 3 helicopters. The bedrooms are as luxurious as one would expect. The wall art is as opulent as the rest. Boris Nemtsov, a leader of the opposition and a vocal critic of Vladimir Putin, distributed a dossier the next year with allegations that Putin owned a number of private aircraft, helicopters, and yachts. According to Nemtsov, 9 of the state houses that Putin had access to during his presidency were constructed while he was in office. In addition to this, it is said that the president possesses 58 aircraft, one of which is a Dassault Falcon. It was said that one of his planes had a cabin that cost $11 million and was created by jewelers. It also reportedly had a toilet that cost $100,000. This airplane has the capacity to carry a total of 186 passengers. It has been said that Putin is the owner of 5 of them. According to the dossier, Vladimir Putin has 4 boats, and it reportedly costs thousands of dollars to maintain each vessel individually. In 2005, he had some upgrades done to one of his boats, which was called Rosia. It is estimated that the total cost to complete it was $1.2 billion. It's been stated that the Graceful, another one of his ships, can accommodate 14 passengers in its 6 bedrooms. Following that is the city of Olympia. It has been said that Roman Abramovich, owner of Chelsea Football Club and oligarch, presented him with this luxury yacht, which is 57 meters long and cost $35 million. Putin is also very concerned with how he comes across to others. And if you believe the story from 2012, he has 11 watches that are worth a total of $687,000. The Alangenson Turbographe Perpetuel pour le Mérite retails for $500,000, and Vladimir Putin is the ecstatic owner of this timepiece. It was stated in July 2017 that Putin was rumored to own a Patek Philippe watch that was worth $1 million and was on sale at the time. It's well known that Vladimir Putin likes to give away his watches. He once donated one to a young boy and another to a factory worker. The watch's combined value was $10,500. According to reports, he has a liking for fine apparel, and each of his suits reportedly costs over $5,500. Even when he works out, he wears a suit that has a price tag of more than $3,000. Now that we've discussed the many examples and proofs that showcase Putin's wealth, we will now talk about how he has maintained his wealth. Sure, he holds a position of power, but that can only lead him to a certain point. Let's talk about how he established contacts within Russia and beyond that have helped him not only maintain his wealth, but expand it even further. Vladimir Putin has established familial relationships with a number of wealthy Russian businesses. It is rumored that his daughter, Katerina, is married to Kirill Shamalov, an academic and an acrobatic rock and roll dancer. His father, Nikolai Shamalov, has been a close friend of Vladimir Putin's for a long time in St. Petersburg. Nikolai Shamalov was one of the co-founders of the O0 Cooperative, which is a wealthy dacha community that was established in the 1990s, close to St. Petersburg, and to which Putin also belongs. Kirill, Nikolai's son, is said to be one of Russia's youngest billionaires thanks to his share in Sibur, a Russian petrochemical processor. Kirill has a stake in the company. Another one of Putin's close associates is a man named Sergey Chuv. He has been friends with the current president of Russia for more than 30 years, and both he and the president worked for the KGB in East Germany. Chemezov has held a variety of high-ranking roles in state-owned firms, in addition to his time spent working in the office of the Russian president. Currently, he serves as the chief executive officer of Rostec Corporation, which is a state-owned firm that specializes in making investments in strategically vital companies, mostly in the areas of defense and high technology. Last but not least, we come to the Rotenberg Brothers. Arkady and Boris Rotenberg, two of Vladimir Putin's childhood friends, have reportedly known him for more than 4 decades, as reported by the Russian newspaper Kommersant. Arkady Rotenberg has stated to the press that the first time he ever met Vladimir Putin, they were both 12 years old and attending the same judo class together. Ice hockey has been spotted being played by the three of them together. The United States has placed sanctions on both of the brothers. The United States Treasury believes that Vladimir Putin took advantage of the Rotenberg family's relationship with him in order to award them contracts worth a total of $7 billion related to the Sochi Winter Olympics. The SGM Group, which is the largest construction company in Russia, specializing in the construction of gas pipelines and electrical power supplies, is jointly owned by the two brothers. Now that you have such formidable allies on your side, it seems unlikely that anyone will be able to stop you, does it not? It would appear that this is the case with Putin. Each of these people is like a moth drawn to a flame. He is the most powerful man in the country because of his position as president, and his allies just serve to extend his authority over the country. You may think that after holding power for such a long period of time, he would step down from his position or do something similar. But before you make that assumption, let us remind you that we are discussing Putin. He will continue to reign as the supreme leader of Russia and will continue to use that power to develop contacts and expand his wealth. Putin basically rules the globe, and the rest of us are merely living in his world. It is speculated that if Putin's true wealth is revealed, he could very well end up being the wealthiest man on the entire planet. Yes, as time passes by and he gets older, he will not be able to take part in every state-related problem. But he has his appointed governors for that. The fact remains that Putin will continue to remain in office and will continue to add to his ever-increasing wealth stockpile. As I mentioned before, it is very probable that he is already the wealthiest man in the world. Is the real question now, how rich will he become? And that's a wrap on this video. Hope you liked it, and if you did, be sure to hit that like button. If you have any more queries regarding Vladimir Putin and his riches, do let us know in the comments below. And if you want to watch more of our amazing videos, then stay tuned. Adios!